Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good golly, Miss Molly. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday afternoon. Obviously, to many people, an exciting part of the week. To me, it's just another day these days. Uh, well, kind of. Still, you never forget that Friday feeling. So I hope those of you who are working or have been working this week, I hope you're looking forward to a nice weekend. Can you believe it's late September already? As Rod Stewart sang, it's late September and I'm going back to school in Maggie May. Uh, so, yeah, it's been a very nice, sunny, and a dry month generally here in Alberta. It's chilling, getting a bit chillier now though, so sweatshirt weather in the mornings. When you're out walking the doggy, and my poor doggy's had her ups and downs the last couple of weeks, but she's feeling a lot better now. But she's been keeping us up at night, so I could do with a good night's sleep. I'm knackered, as you can probably tell. So, yes, but anyway, welcome to the show. Thought it would be nice to do a little Friday afternoon thing. There may be nobody out there. Might just be talking to myself. But, so be it. Show off some of the latest physical media finds, all of which are from this week from a church sale. One of our local churches has a very, very good sale every year at this time. And it's just the best. I mean, thrift stores are good, but these are like, you're talking 25 cents for a movie, whatever, that kind of thing. So I always enjoy going down to that, have a good look around. Hasn't been much in the actual thrift store side in the last couple of weeks, but I got a big haul of movies and Laserdiscs. I don't have a Laserdisc player, but what the hey? I'm actually going to, I don't know if I might even try and get one now just to see if these things are working. Good afternoon, Davina. It is always good to see you. Thank you for being here. We may just be talking to each other, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Doesn't have to be a big crowd, Hopefully we'll have a big crowd on. Hey, well, I'm not going to be alone on this stream because our great friend Dr. Michael Jones has joined. How are you, sir?
Pretty good. How are you, man?
Not too bad, my friend. Thank you for hopping aboard. Just one of these impromptu Friday afternoon things I do.
I'm gonna be your companion today, man.
Thank you. I appreciate
I
that, mate.
uh I was like, all right, he's on. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah. And then when you said you're gonna be talking to yourself, I'm like, yeah, I've got like a half hour.
Well,
I'll
no,
just I'll just be your co-host.
well, no, I appreciate that, mate. It's always good to have somebody to bounce stuff off. And we'll be
Yeah.
talking to Davina, who is in the chat. And Crimlon is in the chat. Hail, Crimlon. Good to see you. People are drifting in, which is nice. Hit the like, share the stream out. Probably be here for about an hour or so. Go over some physical media, talk about a couple of things I'm watching right now. And Davina, so I got a lot of laser discs, which I'm going to show off. I don't have a laser disc player. I've never had a laser disc player, in fact, ever. But I'm thinking of trying to find one now. Now I've got all these laser discs, which I got for 25 cents each.
Should try Goodwill.
Well, I do. I always go looking at all the thrifts. I'm a big thrift store guy. That's where I get a lot
No,
of my physical media.
they have like an online
Oh,
store
they
that
do.
you can actually bid on items. And all you have to do is go in, type in like Laserdisc, and you'll have a list of, I don't know if you get the Canadian stores or the American stores, but I've actually purchased a few things.
Yeah.
So
If it
maybe you
was
can find a Laserdisc.
the Canadian stores, they'd be called Ill Will, not Goodwill.
It will.
How cynical is that?
Ostrich will, right?
Ostrich, ill will to all ostriches. Eliminate all ostriches. The ostriches must die. Those evil ostriches. Oh, I've been following that. It's just terrible. But I'm very pleased to see how people have rallied round, like all the companies that stopped renting their gear out to the authorities and stopped assisting and enabling this ostrich thing. That's ridiculous. You see, I'm rubbing my hands. It's cold down here now in the basement. I should put a sweatshirt on. I was just saying it's getting colder and colder here now, and it's late September in
It's
Alberta.
nice in 85 in Las Vegas.
Oh, there it is. Yes. Well, it's a little bit less than that. It's still low 70s right here, but down in the basement, it's cool, which is great in the summer. But yeah, well, thank you for joining me, sir. As I say, I'm going to run through some of this physical, but I was just about to mention Monday, which I don't think you're able to make this week. Monday's show, Forbidden Planet. Or are you?
I'll be able to make it. I just wasn't able to make Battle of Britain.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry, I misread the. No, so everybody that is watching, all 4 of you, hopefully you'll be with us on Monday as we cover another science fiction classic, Forbidden Planet, which I've been looking forward to doing for some time. Very, very important movie. And a very special movie to me, as I saw it very many times as a young kid and left a big impression on me, which really got me into science fiction. Things like that really got me into it in a big way. So
it's got a really great soundtrack too.
Yes, it has. So everything about it was high quality, which set it apart from many of its peers in the 50s, which are usually sort of giant bug movies.
What was the name of that instrument that you use with your hands?
The theremin.
Theremin, yeah.
Which you get on Good Vibrations, the Beach Boys.
Right.
That was all the theremin. So, yeah. You see, it's great because anybody could play that. You just have to be able to do like this.
Well, it's crazy because, I mean, you look at Forbidden Planet. I mean, Robbie the Robot was used for how many years in different
you had
shows?
There was like another movie, The Invisible Boy, I think it was called. Then there was Lost in Space.
Right.
And they had him guesting on shows as well. It was
like
really
Twilight Zone. Yeah.
Twilight Zone. Robbie the Robot came out as the star in the end, really. Well, a number of years later, Leslie Nielsen became a star, of course, but Robbie the Robot was the winner from that movie. So yeah, I'm glad you'll be there Monday. That could be a lot of fun. So let's do that.
And I've got to thank you, good sir. That movie that you recommended, frequently asked questions about time travel.
Yeah,
I'd say that was a good recommend. I
It's a lot of fun.
enjoyed that film. Yeah,
It's a fun movie. I've got one clip left from that on my what to play here.
We're expecting any resistance to be light, as the ancestors of our enemies have yet to evolve any thumbs, or indeed spines.
Kill them before they become enemies. So let's take I'll run through everything I got at the local church sale. It's not the church, there are other ones, but so let's start with the movies. Well, I say the movies, the Blu-rays and DVDs. Then I'll go into the Laserdiscs. Casino is the first one. These were all 25 cents, by the way. So Casino on Blu-ray, which I did not have a copy of physically, believe it or not. At least not that I can recall. I've looked through everything and I couldn't find one. So great movie. But the number one lesson I took away from this movie was never go into a cornfield. Ever.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like living in Vegas. There's so many different sites that are still around, like the restaurant Batista's Hole in the Wall. They still have the golf course with the houses and the because that was based off of Lefty Rosenthal.
That's right, yeah, Lefty Rosenthal. Well, the other two main characters were based off real people too, weren't they? That was Lefty. Lefty was allowed to live.
So Joe Pesci was based on Tony Spilotro.
Yeah.
And when I was in university, I actually lived the street next to where his house was.
Yeah.
I mean, with Vegas, I mean, it's all intertwined,
Yeah.
Born and raised here, you grew up with that,
That's the history of Vegas, the history of mob and other things in Vegas. But a lot of the real Lefty was, the Stardust was one of the ones that you ran? And
I think so, yeah.
Marina, Hacienda.
Yeah, the Marina became the modern MGM Grand.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
But I mean, everything. It's the funny thing about Vegas is that everything gets torn down eventually. Like,
Yeah.
everything. They're even tearing down the Mirage now.
Well, that's becoming the Hard Rock.
Yeah, and then
Like, Tropicana is becoming the A's stadium. They tore that down. But you're right. I mean, they did.
nothing lasts.
When you
Nothing
get
lasts.
when you go to Fremont Street, a lot of those casinos are still, with the exception of Circa, a lot of those casinos are like Golden Nugget,
Yeah.
Horseshoe. But that area has become like uber trash lately.
I know it's a shame because I love it up there, and I wouldn't go up there last time I was in town last year. I just
Marijuana smoke just
yeah.
covers everything.
Yeah, it's a shame because that's a really fun area. But so Casino was the first one to get, which is great. And James Woods, love his performance in this. I'm a big James Woods guy, so
Love his political commentary too.
oh, he's great on Twitter. Yeah, he's vicious, but he's smart, IQ, huge IQ. That guy, huge IQ. Next one I got on, it's no substitute for getting the entire multiple series of these, but this is a DVD of 10 episodes of Dad's Army, which I don't know if you've ever heard of or seen. But we were talking about it on the Battle of Britain show because they had a scene of the old boys practicing for the Home Defence League thing, the volunteer defense. This is what Dad's Army was. It was all the older boys that couldn't be drafted to go to war. So they formed these platoons in their own villages and towns and would, defend it if England was invaded.
Right.
So Dad's Army was a comedy show following these boys around, following them in their exploits. Jimmy Croft and David Perry, who wrote a lot of great shows. Very, very funny, late 60s, early 70s show. So it was kind of nice to pick up 10 episodes of that on.
Never heard of it.
Hilarious. They actually did do an American pilot to try and copy it. It's out there somewhere on YouTube, and it was terrible, absolutely dreadful. I don't know what they called it. Yeah, they didn't call it Dad's Army, but it was dreadful. So very funny, very, very classic British comedy, starring guys like John Le Mesurier and Arthur Lowe. Very funny. Great show. A lot of fond memories of that as a kid.
Was it BBC?
BBC, yeah. They just, it was the same time they were doing stuff like the Two Ronnies and Morecambe and Wise and all those shows. So there was a bunch of these Doctor Who DVDs, which of what I would call classic Doctor Who, which is the only decent Doctor Who. Doctor Who's dead now. They killed it. They didn't just kill it; they danced on its grave and then burnt it to ashes. Yeah. So there was a bunch of these. I picked them all up. This is like the Doctor's revisited its various episodes and. Of all of which I've probably got in digital anyway, and I've got a few Blu-rays of the older Doctor stuff. So I've got my Doctor, Patrick Troughton, the second one. The first one, Doctor. He was great. It's the first one I recall seeing as a kid. I was actually just born when Doctor Who started airing. By the time Patrick Troughton was on, I was old enough to actually recall watching it. The Web of Fear was the first one I saw, with the Yeti and the London Underground. But I love Patrick Troughton. He was great.
Yeah, Tomb of the Cybermen classic.
Oh, great stuff. Yeah, love it.
Yeah, War Games is a little too long, but the last episode is great,
Yeah, didn't he go into the regeneration at the end of that?
And they redid it. They just redid it. Yeah. BBC screwed it up. They colorized it, and instead of the drawings of the doctors, they put in all the modern doctors, and I'm like, God, come on.
Because there was so there was that lot. Actually, the only one of the actors that played Doctor Who I've ever met has been Sylvester McCoy, funnily enough.
I met John Barrett. He's not the Doctor, but
oh no, I've met him. Yeah, I have met him. He was fun. Oh god, we had a good laugh because John Barrowman there. He was doing a con. He was doing the one in Dallas, the big Dallas Fan Expo. And I had the VIP pass, and I was first in line to see him. So I went up and I said, "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm Scottish as well," because he's Scottish. He said he thought I was taking the piss, He thought I was American, taking the piss out of it and putting on a Scottish accent, and he refused to believe I was actually Scottish. I said, "Come on,
That's
I can't
funny.
put this on. This is ridiculous."
Yeah,
Really good laugh.
it's
And
funny.
then another one of these going up to the end of, before it started to get crap. Even by some of those, it was getting relatively crap. But they also had this. So somebody got rid of this. I mean, I've got this already, but on Blu-ray. But just the standalone first Tom Baker one, the first Tom Baker episode series with iRobot or Robot. I keep calling it iRobot. It was just Robot. It wasn't iRobot, just Robot. So great episode.
That's the interesting thing about that episode is it wasn't produced by Philip Hinchcliffe. It was produced by John Pertwee's crew. It was the last one.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Like Hinchcliffe's first one was the one that came after that. It was Ark in Space.
Oh, right. Yeah, because this is Barry Letts.
Yeah.
And written by...
Sorry, I didn't know his name.
No, and me, I never remember them. Written by the great Terence Dix, though. He wrote a ton of good stuff. Although his name would be Hostage to Fortune when you're at school. Yeah. Hey, there's Dix.
You need to try out those DVDs, because I saw a video recently where they were saying a lot of the old Doctor Who DVDs aren't working because of DVD rot or whatever. So you might want to try them out.
I might. I mean, usually, I mean, I've got all the episodes anyway digitally, so really these are just to look good on the shelf. BBC Video, look good. We want to hear from you. I'm going to fill this in and send it.
Yeah.
Clinton, Iowa.
Get a free digital ID, right? A
free digital ID. No, this is actually going to an American address.
Oh, wow.
Clinton, Iowa. Are you from outer space? No, I'm from Iowa.
You got a question. Did having a budget and production values destroy Doctor Who?
I think it did, Davina. I actually think it did. I think they've tried a lot harder with story and character generally when they had no money. And I think it lost a lot of the charm when they lost the rubber monsters and the cardboard sets and the jury-rigged technology that, was made out of an old radio, or, and try to pretend it's a laser gun or something, I think it lost a lot of the charm. And the soundtracks became quite intrusive for me in later years as well. And the new Who became very loud and overblown, and whereas the music before was made by the Radiophonic Workshop, and it was always very eerie and just, I don't know, I liked it,
I like some Murray Gold tracks. I think he did really well. I don't know, my favorite episode of all time is Capaldi's Heaven Sent.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. I mean, there was some of the Capaldi started to go pretty woke, I thought. I mean, he was the right Doctor at the wrong time, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He should have been the Doctor long before that.
Did you ever hear the theory of like Mirror Doctor Who, how modern doctors parallel the progression of like old doctors, like, Tom Baker, David Tennant, Matt Smith, who was a Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Peter Capaldi, and then Jodie Whittaker and Sylvester McCoy. And then, you've got the American Doctor with Gatwa, and it was the Eighth Doctor, was that Paul McGann?
Paul McGann. I liked Paul McGann.
So they're like mirroring each other, and it's like periods and whatnot. I guess
I like the fact McGann got some more Doctor Who action during the 50th anniversary.
Yeah,
because instead of just having that one and done. I like McGann, good actor.
Right.
I told a lie. I've met two Doctors. I met Peter Capaldi, but I met him long before he was Doctor Who.
Oh, so like thick of it days?
Like, but maybe pre that even. I met him in the late 1990s, early 2000s. Was that pre thick of it? I think it was. So I knew him from the movie Local Hero.
Okay.
Which that's like my favorite movie of all time. Sometimes.
Oh wow! Yeah,
and he was doing I worked for a big drinks company in the UK, in Scotland, and he was in our office doing an advert for us. And so I just went up and hung out with him for a while, and he was a nice guy, nice chatty. He loved the fact I knew Local Hero and some other stuff he'd been in Scotland. And
Right. I love his stance on the Doctor, that he's not going to go back and do reunions like Tennant. I mean, Tennant comes back every 2 years, and it's like, really, come on,
No, I think he's right. Move on. That was probably what Eccleston thought as well, but he's flirted with it since. But
I think they treated him horribly. I think they kicked him out.
yeah, Eccleston.
Well, I mean, even Capaldi, they're like, we don't want the old white guy anymore. We need to bring somebody else in.
That's what I'm saying. He was at the wrong time period. If he'd been
right.
Imagine if it'd been a guy like him instead of, and no disrespect to Sylvester McCoy, instead of him.
Yeah.
It would just, to me, it would have been, I mean, Sylvester McCoy was a stand-up comic or a comedian or a comic skit guy. I never really bought him as the Doctor. Forgive me, Sylvester, because I've met you. But it's nothing against him as a person. I just never felt it was quite right. Well, then again, it could have been the fact that scripts were getting silly by then.
Yeah. Well, that last season was pretty good with like Ghostlight and what was the other one?
There was a few gems in the
Fenric.
Yeah. Anyway, that was nice to pick those up. They look good in the shelf of the other Who's. I used to have, I've talked about this before, I had a huge collection of Doctor Who VHS. When they first issued all Doctor Who on VHS back in the day, the BBC, I bought all of them. And amongst hundreds of other VHS I had. And because I moved a lot in the past, I ended up getting rid of them all. Well, I've got it all digital now. And I bitterly regret that now. Bitterly regret it. Like I'm thinking, you frickin' idiot. Some of those VHSs some of them had little extras on them that are not on the stuff that's issued now, but what an idiot. I've already got a copy of this. So I picked it up because I pick up sometimes duplicates of things so I can give them away to people. MIB3, it was okay. I've already got it on Blu-ray, but it's for 25 cents. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
This I've also got a copy of. This was $1 though, so I really had to splash out in it. This is the complete box set of Rome. I've already got this one. But again, this may be a prize for a member of the channel. Hello, D-Bud. In a giveaway. So channel members send stuff to and give away stuff. That would make a nice prize, I think. The complete Rome.
A series I've never watched.
Oh, God, it was good. Now, it's a shame that the second season, it was meant to go on for multiple seasons, of course, but because of it might have been a writer's strike or something, they decided to cancel it, and they just did the second season really rushed to finish it off because the first season's outstanding. So the second season's very rushed and compressed, and a lot of time is put into one season. But Ray Stevenson, I think it was the first time I'd really seen Ray Stevenson in it. It was just awesome. Great show. Very, very, very good show. It should have gone on for much longer. I've actually got the box. I've got season 1 in it's like comes in a wooden box. Like it's a really beautiful set. I can't reach it from here. Can't reach it from here.
I'm gonna look up and see who's on the show.
But this is so Ray Stevenson and the guy that was in Trainspotting, who's Kevin McKidd, Scottish guy, comes from up where I was up in the Murrayshire. He's from Murrayshire. So
Lindsay
grandkids live. Yep. So Kevin McKidd, Ray Stevenson. Ray Stevenson was brilliant at it. But it's got a bunch of other guys you would probably recognize that have been in many things since. I want to say James Purefoy was in it, but I might be getting confused. Because James Purefoy, I think, was Mark Antony. But,
Kevin McKidd. He's the one who got AIDS in Trainspotting. He was the athlete who started messing around.
Yeah. Oh, wow. But he's because he comes from an area of Scotland that my daughter and grandkids live in, and I used to live in for quite a while. So it's a little town up in Murrayshire called Elgin. So he's regularly seen walking around there because it's his home.
Stay away from the heroin, then.
Well, he's not like that in real life, obviously. So that's going to go to as a prize in a member giveaway. I think that Rome. It's really good. And a nice, I believe, unopened copy of Scarface on Blu-ray.
You ever see the original?
Oh yeah, Top of the World. Yes, I have. Yes, long ago on TV. That was shown like in the 60s and 70s. But yeah, so nice to pick up. I don't think I had Scarface either. I had it on a collection of movies, not on a standalone. No, I can't see it, so I don't have it. Or do I?
Sosa.
I can't see from here. I'm looking back at the S's. No, I don't see it. So that's nice. Nice to have that physically. I've got multiple copies of this movie already, but again, I can give it away to somebody. Stargate, the movie Stargate. Kurt Russell. And James Spader. I always liked that movie. I always wished they'd made more, but then they made the TV show, which I love too. So then I'm forever picking up multiple copies of Star Trek stuff that I've already got. I've got all these movies multiple times already. That's the 3-movie collection.
Oh, wow. Generations.
Generations, First Contact, Insurrection.
I'm in the minority. I really like Generations. I don't know.
I think it's okay. I mean,
a lot of people hate that movie.
Yeah. I kind of like Malcolm McDowell, so that's kind of why I like it. I'm a big Malcolm McDowell fan. So I've got this. It's not like I don't have these in multiple versions already, but for 25 cents, I'm not going to complain. And again, I've got these, most of these, this collection of Star Trek movies that are in these box sets. I've already got First Contact, but again, I'll give that away to somebody. So how many copies of First Contact I've got? I don't know. Loads. So D-Bud's asking alphabetical order. Yes, I have everything in alphabetical order. But I do, I never, I worry, I lie awake and worry about this. I used to put, if it was the something, so let's say, I don't know, the next one in my collection here, I got The Men Who Stare at Goats. I would file that under M for Men Who Stare at Goats. Now, for some reason, I started filing in everything under the, and then, so I agonize about that. Should I go back to just filing them, ignore the, and file them under the title after that? What do you think?
It's a good idea.
I don't know. I agonize that I maybe be looking for something, and because it's got the on it, I've got it under the, and I shouldn't, because I'll never find it, and I should have it under the, like, this should be under M, not under T. But I started, and I always used to do it that way, and then I started doing it under the whatever. So the man who sleeps with sheep. Well, who would sleep with a goat? I mean, that is repulsive, isn't it, really? Sheep. Yeah, I mean, goats, perverts. What kind of pervert would do that? How do I find anything? I don't find anything, D-Bud. I just instinctively know where it is. This was a fun movie. I quite enjoyed this movie.
I've never watched it. There's a lot of films I haven't watched.
It's based on the real CIA stuff they did about telepathy. All the experiments they did, the distance viewing. Who directed it? I can't remember now. You know what? I can't even read that. Grant Heslov. Anyway, it's a funny movie. Well worth a look. And the goat, it even stars a goat, but the man who stares at goats. Yeah. You know, they had some success with that remote viewing stuff. I'm quite into that, videos about that. So that was the DVDs and Blu-rays. I did get some CDs, but it's this. I picked up this box. I thought it actually might have been vinyl, but it isn't CDs. It's Rod Stewart Anthology. called Storyteller. And it's generally speaking material up to the early 80s, mid 80s, right back from his pre-Jeff Beck days right up to the 80s. So a 4 CD set. So it goes right back to some of his very early stuff. And it's got all the Jeff Beck, a lot of Jeff Beck material, Jeff Beck band, and then all these some faces and early Rod Stewart material. So Maggie May, Mandolin Wind, stuff like that. So not bad, really. I mean, this was 25 cents per disc, per CD. I had to pay $1 for this. I was hoping they wouldn't open it up, but they did, and they counted them. So inside, it's got 4 CDs like that, and it has a book. It has a book. Yeah, that Scotsman there, fine figure of a man, rhomboid, I think they call it. Well, a lot of him talking about every song on this. He's got notes on every song. I mean, Rod, beyond a certain point, I kind of lost interest, but up to a certain point, his material was brilliant, especially the early 70s. I do love all that stuff.
Now he's doing B-level casinos in Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. But I loved all the Maggie May stuff, Maggie May, Mandolin Wind, all that stuff. I love the Faces, Rod Stewart and the Faces, really kick-ass rock band.
All right, I got a trivia question for you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a Paul Hogan film where he plays Rod Stewart. He's Robin Banks. What's the name of that movie?
Oh, Davina, can you tell us? Go look that one up. I don't know if I've actually... It must have been an Australian movie, was it?
Oh, it was an American movie. But he uses Rod Stewart throughout the whole film. Let me look it up.
Okay.
Oh, it's called Almost an Angel.
Almost. I was just looking at that. Almost an Angel. Oh, it's got Elias Koteas in it, Canadian. No, he does his first heist disguised as Willie Nelson, and then he tries Rod Stewart. Because the first one does. Well, he seems to meet God, played by Charlton Heston. I don't know if I've ever seen this.
Yeah, my dad loved this movie, and he showed it to me once, and I thought it was okay.
Oh, God, I might have to do this as a cult comedy crew. An edition of our regular show, Cult Comedy Crew.
Yeah, glad I brought it up.
Hey, Maurice Jarre did the score. Father of Jean-Paul. Jean-Michel, sorry, not Jean-Paul. Of course his wife's in it. Of course she is.
Excellent. They finally got a divorce.
Yeah, they did, finally. I guess she was tired of being in failing movies.
Maybe he ran out of money for her plastic surgeries. She looks
Did you ever see
horrible.
that video that was made of the search for Crocodile Dundee? It was a sort of 10-minute spoof, and it had all like Chris Hemsworth in it and loads of other Aussies. I think it was Danny McBride. It was a little. They were looking for. It was supposed to be Crocodile Dundee's son looking for him. It's quite funny.
You gotta check it out.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it's on YouTube.
It seemed like Paul Hogan was flavor of the month for a while, you know?
He was. That's not a knife. This is a knife.
That's a knife. What tribe are you?
Well, I'd actually seen him before that because they showed his Paul Hogan show, which he made before that, those movies in the UK, his comedy sketch show. And it was quite funny. Some funny stuff in that. So that's where he introduced that character. So, Laserdiscs. Now, I saw these and I thought they were LPs because there was a big box of LPs and there was the usual crap. And then I saw these really clean spines. I thought, oh, that looks interesting. They look like really new LPs. And at first, I pulled one out. I thought it was a soundtrack album. And then I looked closer. I went, oh, Laserdiscs. And for 25 cents each, I thought, to hell with it. I'm buying these, even though I don't have a player, because they look good. You can frame them, put them in frames. So here's the movies I got on Laserdisc, which Monday I might be able to play. So first up, Broken Arrow, when John Travolta was still making hit movies.
Christian Slater.
John Woo movie, Christian Slater. I actually quite like this movie. I like this movie. But the good thing about the Laserdiscs is you got all this real estate and they look good. The actual packaging is good. So John Woo, when he was getting into Hollywood, I don't know. I mean, I've only seen it a couple of times. It's not a bad movie though. Christian Slater, eh? Whatever happened to Christian Slater? I think I saw it. Wasn't he in that? What was that weird show? The autistic guy. He was a computer guy.
Are you talking about John Travolta?
No, Christian Slater.
He's a weird computer guy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's the last time I saw him in anything. Fuck. What I've got a memory of a
Mr. Robot?
Mr. Robot. Was he in Mr. Robot? Am I getting confused?
Yeah, it says he's in there, you know.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, he was in it. He also
He is Mr. Robot. That's his name in the
yeah. I could. Well, I'm trying to remember the name of the other guy that's in it. Rami Malek. That's it. That played Freddie Mercury. Rami Malek. So that's the last thing I've seen him in. Doesn't mean he hasn't been in other things, but that's the last thing I've seen him in. I don't think he's made many movies.
Davina says Laserdiscs were apparently big in Japan.
What, like larger? No, I'm
I just said we're big in Japan.
big in Japan.
Yeah,
like the song "Big in Japan."
Yeah. Big.
So this is there's another one. Beethoven's Second.
No,
So I have the Laserdisc now of Beethoven's Second. I'm just going to take this one out, and you can have a look at it inside. There we go. This is what a Laserdisc looks like. I said I'd never had one before. Never. You have to turn them round and play the second half of the movie. But as Tom Connors, my buddy Tom, we were talking about this. He said some of these have got sound mixes that you don't get now on them, theatrical sound mixes or other things like that. Or even some of them have even got little special features that are not on subsequent releases. So I'm not saying any of the ones I've got are super valuable or collectible, but they're, you got to look out for that stuff if you're a fanatic about those things. I'm kind of into that. So this is one that I don't remember if I've ever seen this movie, Company Business. Gene Hackman and Mikhail Baryshnikov. You can't judge a man by the company that keeps him. Have you? I don't know if I've ever seen this.
I've never even heard of it.
I may have seen it because we're now talking about. It's Nicholas Meyer that. Nicholas Meyer, written and directed by Nicholas Meyer. Didn't he do The Wrath of Khan?
Yeah, he did. He did Star Trek 6, I think, too.
Yeah. And it's got Kurtwood Smith in it. Leave, bitches. I love.
You're going to go to medical school and you're going to become a doctor. That's what I think of Kurtwood Smith, Dead Poets.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was a worse villain in that film than in RoboCop.
I think so, yes.
That was a dick,
so
man.
I've never seen. I don't recall ever seeing this, which is weird because I would watch anything with Gene Hackman in it. Maybe I have seen it. We're talking 1980. 1980. Got to be in the early 80s. So Company Business. That's rare enough to get a copy of that. Never mind it in Laserdisc. Now we're getting into some nice, visually nice stuff now. This is what I liked about these. There's Crimson Tide. Doesn't that look beautiful? I mean, I could frame that and put it on the wall. That is beautiful. And this is a 2-disc one. 3 sides though. I don't know what's on the 4th side. Nothing probably. Unless there's special features on it. So isn't that beautiful? And it's such a fantastic movie. I mean, Tony Scott. Tony Scott was a great director. No offense to Ridley. because I've got a lot of Ridley stuff that I love, but Tony Scott was the man.
Ridley was great at the beginning, but then he kind of got really far up his ass, I
He
think.
did, yeah. So
Alien Covenant. What the hell?
Alien Covenant, yeah. So Crimson Tide will always be one of my favorite movies. It does have the making of Crimson Tide on that must be side 4. So here's one, which if you look up the Laserdisc database, there's a really good website that's got a ton of detail about all Laserdiscs. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's like crazy detail about all the releases. And this one tops the list of those that have Laserdisc rot most often. So I guess they go off. And it's Eraser. So this is the one that goes off the most. You can't play it because something goes wrong with it. Laserdisc rot.
This site is pretty thorough, the Laserdisc database.
Yeah, it's beyond thorough. I mean, it's, wow.
Yeah.
Like, what amount of detail on that site. But this one's the worst for getting rot. Eraser.
Whoever developed this website, man, their mom took a lot of Tylenol.
They certainly did. Here's a bit of Arnie.
To be or not to be? Not to be.
It looks okay right now, looking at it. Treat me right. Tips for care of Laserdiscs. Do not bake them. Do not stack them more than 12 inches, 12 high. Do not smear jam over them. So that's when Arnie was, I think it was just before he got into politics, wasn't it? When he was making not very successful movies. This is also one of my favorite movies of all time, particularly because Steven Seagal is killed within the first 10 minutes. Executive Decision. Great movie. I think I might even have the rip-off of that one, Command Decision. I'm pretty sure I've got the rip-off. And I'm pretty sure it's called Command Decision. I don't know, command something, command whatever. But so Kurt Russell, Executive Decision, a 2-disc edition. It's a shame they didn't put inner sleeves with stuff on them. Love that movie though, Executive Decision, love it. Another interesting one here, which also has a great James Woods performance in it, The Getaway, with our good friend Alec Baldwin. Hang on.
Didn't kill anybody on that set, did he?
This is peak 80s.
And he's holding a gun. Fitting.
You know, it's a real shame that Alec Baldwin can be such an absolute dick, because he is a very funny guy when he moves away from that and just tries to be funny. Like if you watch him with Jerry Seinfeld on that driving around in a car and then getting a coffee thing, he's hilarious. But he just can't help himself.
He's a better narrator than he is an actor, I think.
Yeah. Michael Madsen and the wonderful Jennifer Tilly is in this. I love Jennifer Tilly. I've had a major crush on her for decades. Did
you see her first film?
What was her first film?
It was the one with the traffic school.
Oh, Jesus. Jennifer Tilly's
What's
first
the name
film.
of that? Moving Violations.
Oh, Moving Violations. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah. I didn't realize that was her first film. She's so cute.
I think that was one of her first films. Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember when this came out, but great cast: Michael Madsen, James Woods.
That was her second film. Her first film was called No Small Affair.
I don't know if I've seen that.
John Cryer, Demi Moore.
Maybe. Oh, this is 1994. I thought this was an 80s movie. It's not. It's 1994. It's peak early 90s then. It's an unrated in the special. Sorry, go ahead, mate.
I said there are a lot of great movies that came out in that period.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Roman of the Empire. Hello, sir. How are you? In the special unrated version, Kim Basinger and Alec Baldwin set the screen ablaze, featuring erotic footage never before seen in American theaters. You get to see Alec Baldwin's arse going up and down.
Wow.
Okay, moving on. This is a good one. This is Goldfinger. It's not Sean, of course. It's Pierce. Diddly 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 potatoes, Pierce Brosnan. So this is the Goldfinger. But the only thing I like about this one is it opens up. Look at that. Isn't that a sight to behold?
Yeah.
It's like a double album, gatefold sleeve.
Was the best video game adaptation of any
Oh,
Bond
I love
game.
that game. Yeah.
GoldenEye. We used to play that in college.
Yeah, great game. I really love that game.
Nintendo
So-
64.
So this one I'm really pleased to get. That one might go up on the wall in a frame. Oh, multi-audio digital sound, audio analog left audio commentary, analog right AC3 encoding, digital left and right, Dolby stereo soundtrack. Letterbox format. It's when they still had that distinction, you know, why you had to tell people you're going to get the bars at the top and bottom. Another one, another movie which has some great performances. Heat. It's a shame Robert De Niro's in it, but there you
Yeah.
go. At the time,
Talk about an actor I used to really like and now I hate his
know.
guts.
he just can't shut up, can he? John Voight's in it though.
Yeah.
But yes, Pacino. I mean, it's still a great movie. Michael Mann, fabulous director. Or it used to be. The Keep. You know, ever seen The Keep? I love that movie. One with the Nazis and the monsters. Brilliant. This is a movie I also do not recall ever seeing, but they've got I've now have the Laserdisc of it. The Hunted. So Christophe Lambert. I am Scottish. And Joan Chen and somebody called John Lone. Who's John Lone? I should probably know who John Lone is, but I don't. I don't know anybody else associated with this movie. And I've never seen it. So if anybody has seen The Hunted, let me know. There can be only one. I'm glad to have this because I love this movie dearly. Everybody does, but I've always loved this movie deeply, and I love having this Laserdisc because it just looks so good in this format. Like having an LP again, gatefold sleeve. Love it. I love that.
Today is our Independence
Day. Hey, assholes, I'm back.
I'll be honest, it's not a great film, but it's like fun to watch.
It's fun though. And watching all these places getting destroyed, I love that. I can watch shit getting blown up all day. I love Armageddon type movies when shit's getting destroyed. I love it.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in college, and we were in the theater, and when the dog is running in the traffic, we're like, "Oh shit, are you serious?" Save the dog.
Yeah, I love it. That's the best part of Mars Attacks when they blow Congress up.
Oh, I love Joe Don Baker and that. His son. He's like, "Oh no, please no." His son is like going after him.
Just love that shit.
Joe Don Baker being in, he was in Goldeneye too.
Yeah, he was. He was also in the original British version of Edge of Darkness, which was remade in America with Mel Gibson in it. But he was in the original British one. It was a fabulous show, and he was in that. He was so good.
I think Mystery Science Theater made Joe Don Baker really famous with Mitchell.
Yeah, and didn't he do the original Walking Tall?
I don't know.
Where he was the guy, sheriff that hit guys with the piece of wood instead of shooting them.
I think it was, yeah.
They remade it again later. Now, this is one that's quite interesting because I think it's got a sound mix on it that Tom keeps talking about that you can't get anywhere else. and I don't know if that's true or not, but it's the Jurassic Park Laserdisc. And it is another beautiful package because it opens up like so, with the discs tucked away inside one of these sides. But I love that because it opens to the gate like that. That's really nice. That's what I call a nice package. This is why LPs will always be better than CDs, and Laserdiscs are clearly better than DVDs or Blu-rays. Not for quality of the movie, because these are all analog quality, I think, but with digital soundtracks. But just the fact you can hold that in your hands. It's big, and it feels good. So Davina's not seen The Hunted. So what was this? So the critically well-received soundtrack featured music by the Japanese taiko troupe Kodo, which pervades the film. Which film would that be, Davina? So let me highlight that chat. Are we talking about The Getaway? No. Because, yeah, The Getaway was the 72 movie was Martin Sheen, wasn't it? Martin Sheen was the 1972 version.
Oh, it's The Hunted.
I'm just trying to, Davina, which soundtrack was the Japanese?
The Hunted.
The Hunted. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Well, I might try and dig out a copy of it that I can actually watch then. That sounds good. Oh, it is the artwork and photography is beautiful. It's like having a double album gatefold sleeve. It beats having a CD any day. Okay, the film was shot in Nagoya, Japan, and Vancouver, BC, on a 25 million budget, so it should look good then. Oh, wow, I'm going to watch that then. Oh, Steve McQueen was the 72 Getaway. What I'm thinking of Badlands. That was Martin Sheen. Badlands. He went on a killing spree, him and his girlfriend. Steve McQueen was the Getaway. I think when you get old like me, you forget this shit. So here's our big, big fave actor, Denzel. What a great guy. In one of the endless Grisham adaptations that have been done. The Pelican Brief. The Pelican's Briefs. It's about the underwear for birds, clearly. Terrible pun, I know. I am old like you. Roman, you're nobody's old like me. I am the oldest of the old like me's. But yeah, I forget shit. You know, I might have seen the original Getaway like a 4 or 5 times. I just couldn't remember it was Steve McQueen. Like an idiot. Anyway, so that's Pelican Brief on Laserdisc. Another great movie that we all love on Laserdisc. Tango and Cash. Don't drop the soap, whatever you do. Great movie.
A lot of Kurt Russell films in your collection, man.
There is. I'm a big Kurt Russell fan. Who couldn't like Kurt Russell?
Oh, he's a great actor.
Kurt is great.
Name's
He's a groovy guy. Love him. This is a great movie. This video disc is extended play in this format. Nice. Should try and put my glasses on. This is and this might have been one of the bigger sellers, I guess, in the Laserdisc world. Top Gun. Pretty bare bones. No gatefold sleeve for this. I followed a car. There's a car in town here that has it's a Hot Shots reference. It has a license plate that says "Wash is my co-driver." So I think that's a reference to Washout in Hot Shots. So Top Gun. Enough said. We are on the highway to the danger zone now.
Did you like Maverick?
I did. I actually have the Maverick box set back there. You can see it behind me. All the dog tags and photographs in it and various other bits. And it's got both movies and 4K and all that shit.
They did Val Kilmer right.
They did. I shed a tear, I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. True Lies, which is another one that Tom says is quite desirable on Laserdisc for various reasons.
You're fired.
You're fired. And James Cameron was still making good movies that were worth watching. Yeah, that nice gatefold sleeve.
Got another Avatar film coming up, buddy.
I've never seen any of them. Don't care.
They're horrible.
Couldn't care less. Could not care less. I just Wash from Fire. Well, actually, I don't know if they meant Wash was their co-pilot from Firefly, but they're right enough. There was a Firefly reference on the car as well. Yes. I thought it was referencing Hot Shots. It's referencing Firefly because the other quote on the car was float like a leaf on the wind. So it was Wash from Firefly, not Washout. Say I got that wrong. Anyway, I'll have to, if I have a chance, I will ask the driver of the car to confirm it is a Firefly reference. And it should be a Firefly reference because I loved Firefly. So that's True Lies on Laserdisc. Apparently desirable to have a copy of that, according to Tom Corners. For the soundtrack, I believe, for the sound mix. Some of them are different, he says. And the last one in this pile, and don't forget these were like 25 cents each. So even if I never play them, they'll look good on the shelf. I can occasionally pull them out and hold them. 7 was the last one. What's in the box?
Oh man, I've been talking about that movie nonstop the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. What's in the box?
What a great film.
Hey, Jonah Hex is here. Good to see you. Your mum knew Steve McQueen back in the 70s. All right. You don't bear a resemblance to Steve McQueen, do you, Jonah? Just kidding. So 7, yeah. What's in the box? That movie, I've told the story many times. I have distinction of the first time I saw that movie in the cinema, I fell asleep. But that might have been something to do with the 7 or 8 beers I'd had before I went to the cinema.
How could you fall asleep in a movie like that?
I was like, I'd had like a lot. It had been all me and my buddy had been in the pub all afternoon, and we got in there and it was warm, and it was dark, and I just nodded off. I was probably snoring.
What a great movie, though. That's probably one of the. I gotta say, that's probably like the screenwriting is amazing.
Yeah.
Become Wrath. Oh.
Yeah. David Fincher. I quite like David Fincher as a director. What did you think of Alien 3, which was his first?
I love the director's cut.
Yeah,
I'm
a
huge fan of the director's cut. So like when I consider like Alien, like I love Alien, love Aliens. I love the director's cut of Alien 3. I can't stand the theatrical cut.
Yeah, when I came out of the theatrical cut after being so hyped up for it, expecting something more than like Aliens than we got, I went, that was shit.
Alien 3 has such an underrated soundtrack too. Like I would say Alien 3 is debatable, like one of the best soundtracks in that series.
Could be.
Like Elliot Goldenthal's, man, what a great soundtrack.
But I agree, when I saw the director's cut, I went, okay, now that's good. And and the premise isn't bad. It's just I was expecting what everyone wanted was the aliens go to Earth. What we got was like a sidebar. Almost.
I mean, if you can, I just finished that Alien Earth show. Horrible.
Horrible, yeah.
Oh, it was garbage. I mean, if you compare Alien Earth and Alien 3 was like Citizen Kane. You know, like
the Alien 3 director's cut is well worth it. Fincher's really pretty good. He's a pretty good director, but I really hated what they did to Newton Hicks. Killing them off basically, and then
Alien is a tragedy. Alien is a tragedy though, and that's the one thing I hated it at first, but then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? You know, Alien is not supposed to be like a happy I don't know.
I know what you mean. It did feature a very good performance though from Brian Glover, who's a British actor who I think is seriously underrated.
Paul McGann was in that movie
Paul
too.
McGann was in it too. Yeah. Paul McGann, obviously Charles Dance, Pete Postlethwaite's in it.
Right. And the guy who played Rock, the black guy, what was his name?
Jeez.
He was an American actor. He's like really popular for a while. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do. I mean, Davina might be able to tell us. I'm trying to think of who else was in it. Charles Dance was in it.
Charles Dutton.
Charles S. Dutton.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who else was in it. Christopher Fairbank is a British actor who was in a great show called Auf Wiedersehen, Pet. And he's been in a ton of things like Doctor Who. So it had a really good British cast, most of them, not all of them. But yeah, the director's cut. But Fincher's pretty good, I have to say. Pretty good director. Not sure what he's up to now.
Fight Club.
Yeah. What's he done recently? The Game, that's a good movie.
He did Manhunter, I think. Or the Mindhunter, or whatever that show was on Netflix.
That's right, yeah. In terms of movies, Gone Girl, that was a good movie. I like that. Girl with the dragon tattoo. Although I prefer the original of that.
Yeah, me too.
Zodiac's a good movie. Panic Room is a good movie.
Seven is his best work, though, by far. Yeah. I mean, that script is like amazing.
I like The Game as well. The Game was a good movie. Oh, he had some House of Cards involvement back in the day as well. I see. That's right.
I think he was part of the crew on Return of the Jedi, if I'm not mistaken.
Might have been. So that was the haul. That was the latest haul. That cost me $13 for that lot, including the Blu-rays and DVDs and the CDs and the Laserdiscs. Not bad. Not a bad haul. He directed 2 episodes of Love, Death and Robots. I quite enjoyed that. I think there was supposed to be another season of that. I'm not sure it's ever happened.
We did Benjamin Button as well.
That's true. So yeah, some pretty good stuff in there, I have to say. Pretty good stuff. So speaking of second seasons, I actually just started watching, I've just finished the Terminal List Dark Wolf, which is a prequel rather than a second season to Terminal List. And it was awesome. I mean, I'm a big Taylor Kitsch fan and Jack Carr fan, so this was awesome. Really enjoyed it. Some brutal stuff. Don't know if you've seen either of them, but you should watch Terminal.
David Fincher was assistant cameraman on Return of the Jedi and the Temple of Doom.
I did not know that. Wow. There's some trivia for you. The Adventures of Cliff Booth. Okay. The Adventures of Cliff Booth. I've not heard of that yet. The Adventures of Cliff Booth.
It's a sequel. It's a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Brad Pitt and Timothy Olyphant.
That'll be great. No, I want to see that. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was brilliant.
Takes place in 1977.
I had not been to a cinema for like 3 or 4 years, and then I went to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So I've got to go and see that in the cinema. Can't just wait for it. What's in the box? I can't stop saying that now. So yes, Terminal List Dark Wolf, for anyone who's not seen it. It is freaking awesome. Because since we got the puppy a few months ago, my watching time has diminished rapidly, but I'm starting to watch. I like The Killer, Michael Fassbender Hitman thing, The Killer. It was really good. Really enjoyed it. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. The Killer was good. So yeah, Terminal List, Dark Wolf, Taylor Kitsch is awesome. I'm a big Taylor Kitsch fan. So we'll go watch that. But if you've never seen The Terminal List on Amazon Prime, watch The Terminal List Dark Wolf first, because it is a prequel. So anyone out there that hasn't seen either of them, I recommend watching Dark Wolf and then The Terminal List. Otherwise, it'll kind of not spoil it, but it kind of leaves a different taste. Watch the prequel first. But I've just started watching season 3 of Alice in Borderland. Have you seen Alice in Borderland, my friend? Are you? Oh, I think you're. Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Alice in Borderland?
I haven't.
Oh, so this is season 3. It's a Japanese show, not Korean, because I'm into a lot of Korean stuff. It's Japanese. Seasons 1 and 2 were fabulous, absolutely stunningly good. I'm going to turn the volume down a bit in this. Season 3, though, may be different. I'm trepidatious, and I've only watched one episode so far because it's gone beyond the source material now. And season 2 kind of wrapped it up without ever really truly explaining what the Borderland was. So really, you know what happens when they do that is it's like Squid Game season 2 and 3. It kind of, the surprise element is lost, and they're left trying to explain something that probably should never be explained.
Yeah.
Because you enjoyed Alice in Borderland for what it was. These people wake up in an empty Tokyo and are forced to play these games to save their lives. And you never really find out why or who's doing it or how it happened.
Right.
But now they're going to try and explain it a bit beyond the source material.
Sometimes the mystery is the best part. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like
Plus,
I said, go back to Alien. Alien 1, 2, and 3. Just leave it at that. I mean, all this stuff that tries to explain it and just enough.
Well, Ridley Scott wants to try and explain it all. And it doesn't need an explanation. It needs continuation, not explanation, I think. And I hate when they try and slot things into, well, there was a gap between that movie and that movie. We make a TV show in there.
Fucking Alien Earth. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, I'm watching this now. It is only 6 episodes. I'm hoping it'll live up to the first 2 seasons. But unfortunately, my favorite character from the first 2 seasons isn't in it, because the actor ran into some personal difficulties in real life. So his was the coolest character, and he isn't in season 3, which is a shame.
Wow. I hate it when that happens, man. They replace a character, or, it just doesn't have the same feel.
It doesn't. But anyway, I'm going to watch it anyway and see what's like. The first 2 seasons were kick-ass. Absolutely kick-ass. Just mind-bendingly good. And it had a touch of the Squid Games in it. There was games in it that you had to play to survive, but done differently enough to not really feel like the same thing, because you worked in teams, and it wasn't just like, one person lives and everybody dies. It was, you could go on you could live for some time, if you know what I mean, in this world that you're in.
I'm always in the hunt for something new.
Well, I would watch Alice in Borderland.
Yeah,
start obviously at the beginning, season 1, and it's awesome stuff. It's fun, mind-bending fun. Terminal List is good. I just did a video which has done quite well for my Korean videos. Had quite a few hundred views on this show, Good Boy. So anyway, it's on Amazon Prime, which I didn't know, and I ended up getting a copy elsewhere, and then I realized it was on Amazon Prime. So it's your standard Korean crime drama, but Park Bo-gum there, that's the star. He's a really charming guy. It's in a lot of my favorite Korean shows, and it's got some brutal action in it, fight wise. Like a really brutal hand-to-hand boxing, martial arts fight and stuff in it. That's the best part of the show, the fights. But I also watched recently this show, which is called Low Life, and I'll be doing a review of that in the next few days. This is another example of this weird thing where Disney Plus has shitty Western stuff, brilliant Korean shows, like top quality Korean dramas. They haven't missed yet with any of the ones I've watched from Korea. And this one is no exception. It's set in the 70s. There's a bunch of guys fighting over trying to find a sunken hoard of ancient Chinese pottery, and it's just, they're all such hits.
Mm.
The lines isn't, but it's all betrayals. And it's illegal, of course, so they shouldn't be doing it in the first place. It's really good. With a great cast again.
Almost
So
it feels like finding good programs and shows is really a hunt nowadays.
it is. And that's why I end up watching a lot of Korean stuff, because the quality is generally much better. This is Disney Plus has had like just hit after hit of great Korean shows, including my favorite Korean show of all time, which is called Moving.
Huh?
Moving. It is unbelievably good. It's about kids that have got talents and powers, and their parents, who many of them inherited that from, are hiding them to keep them away from intelligence services and the things that they have to do to protect them from, like the CIA and the Korean intelligence and Russians and North Koreans. And it's just phenomenal. And it's got an all-star cast, and the effects are brilliant. The fight scenes are brutal. It's there's got a guy in it who's kind of like a John Wick guy, except he's a baddie. And he's just so funny and so good.
Says they're going to produce a second season.
Yeah, I hope so, because the first season was unbelievably good. Yeah. There's another Disney Plus Korean show called Big Bet, which is two of the guys in Big Bet were reunited in this show, Low Life, two of the actors from it. Big Bet is phenomenal. It's kind of like Casino, but in Korean. Kind of. And it stars Choi Min-sik, he hadn't done TV for like 30, 40 years. He's the guy that was in Old Boy and various other Korean movies, including the biggest box office Korean movie of all time, The Admiral Roaring Currents. He's like the heaviest of heavyweight actors in Korea. He did this TV show called Big Bet, where they go to the Philippines to run casinos because they can't do it in Korea, but all the Koreans go there. So it's all about illegal casinos and illegal shit going on. It's fabulous. So Disney Plus in Korea is a different beast entirely. I think they came from the Hulu side. So so they've got such great stuff. But so Davina's saying, season 1 of Alice in Borderland, crazy stuff, well worth watching. Japanese and Korean stuff's where it's at.
Definitely not British.
Definitely not British. And just out on Netflix is this. Now, there's a Korean Netflix show, movie called Kill Boksoon, which was really good. But these contract killers and a heavyweight cast, and including a great cameo from Wang Young-min in the first 5 minutes, one of the best cameos in anything I've ever seen. But this is like a continuation of it, and they're all fighting for control of the agency, the Mantis agency. And it's like the action in these shows is just phenomenal. So this is out now on Netflix, and I can't wait to see it.
It's South Korea is an interesting study in how you can produce, movies and TV show and not have these crazy studios interfering with every single aspect of it,
Quality entertainment. They can have strong women in these without demasculating the men.
Right.
So you get some kick-ass women in them, but the men are kick-ass too. There's no emasculation going on. There's none of that. Now this guy here, Jo Woo Jin, I love this guy. He's so good. He was in second or third favorite Korean show called Mr. Sunshine. He was one of the big players in that, and he's been in a ton of great stuff since.
All this stuff you're throwing at me that I've never watched, that you're giving me probably months of stuff to watch.
Eventually, I'll have to do a here are my top 10 Korean shows video.
What would you recommend to start with? Like, if you were to start watching television, South Korean television, like me, who hasn't watched a goddamn thing.
If I was to start anywhere, I'd start with Moving. Moving is and like episode. So the guy that was in Low Life, one of the guys in Low Life that was leading the team looking for this stuff, he was a big star in Moving, one of the big stars, and they're all heavyweight actors in Moving. They're all really well known. It's a huge ensemble cast. He plays this guy who's like a bit slow in the uptake, but he's like he can be hurt as much as possible, and he recovers. And there's I think it's episode 11 where he goes on like a 30-minute rampage. This whole town's trying to kill him of bad guys, and he just fights them all off and beats. It's just incredible. It's like 30 minutes of pure adrenaline.
20 episodes.
He's throwing people out. He doesn't throw them out of windows in high rises. He jumps off the high rise with them. They die and he recovers.
It's weird seeing 20 episodes because I'm used to like American and British, like 7, 8, 6.
So another show I'd recommend, but it's a very different show. It's a period piece called Mr. Sunshine, starring Lee Byung-hun, who was the frontman in Squid Game, but he was like Storm Shadow in the G.I. Joe movies, and he's been in Red. He's been in some Hollywood stuff. So this guy was also in Mr. Sunshine, and it's set in the Joseon period when Japan was starting to try and take over Korea. It's got a large romance element to it, but it's beautiful period piece history. There's espionage, there's action in it too. It's called Mr. Sunshine. That's on Netflix. It's a lovely, beautifully produced, gorgeous cinematography. Lovely show. So Mr. Sunshine, Big Bet, and Moving are the top 3 for me.
Okay.
Big Bet and Moving are Disney Plus, so you'd have to find them somewhere. Yeah. If you don't have Disney Plus. Mr. Sunshine is on Netflix. And that's TV shows. Obviously there's movies too, but
right.
Organized crime isn't what you think of with Disney. Well, it kind of is, Davina. So anyway, Mantis will be a kick-ass show. Looking forward to that. They just know how to choreograph this action so well. So I'm definitely going to be watching that one. I've started Alice in Borderlands. I got to finish that first, but I'll be watching that soon. So yeah, some good stuff there. There's a few others. But there it was. That's what I'm watching or have watched right now. There's a bunch of other Korean stuff I'm lining up. So there you have it. Yeah, it's set in the Philippines, Big Bet. It's where the Koreans have to go if they want to go to gambling and casinos. So there's a lot of money in casinos there, legal and illegal. Big Bet's all about the jostling for position in those casinos. It's fun show. Stars Son Soo-koo as well. He's a great actor. He plays the cop that's trying to bring them down.
I look forward to checking all this out. I mean, that's the great thing is, I think sometimes there's avenues and areas of film and TV you just really don't discover,
Well, so Davina's Mr. Sunshine, she's talking about Mr. Sunshine, which is a superb. Kim Tae-ree's the female leading it. She's wonderful as well. Third highest rated series in Korean cable television history. Yeah, and there's a reason for that. It looks beautiful. It's got a wonderful story with great characters. There's a great 3 guys that start out as rivals. They end up as kind of friends and they're fighting the bad guys. It's just wonderful. Hey, Courtney. But this is the best movie I've seen all week, this one. This is my favorite movie of the moment. I've learned a lot from this. I learned a lot.
No.
That's right. You can do it all. And she said it herself. Now he's fucked.
Wow. Is this in Wales?
It's Australian
Oh.
or New Zealand. I think I'm in love, but I don't know whether it's with her or the sheep. I just had to show that to finish the show off. That was I had a few other memes, but I don't know if any of them are as funny as that. I follow David Coverdale on Twitter, and he is hilarious. There's a bit of lucky man lives there. You'd have to be into Emerson, Lake and Palmer to get that one.
Would you say his name is David Coverdale?
Yeah, White Snake singer, David Coverdale. He's got the funniest Twitter feed. So this is Emerson Lake Street, Palmer Drive. So Emerson, Lake and Palmer. They've got a song Lucky Man. If you have to explain it, of course, it doesn't work. What else has he got? Oh, this one. I like this one. What's the difference between erotic and kinky? Erotic is using a feather. Kinky is using the whole chicken.
I'll give him a follow.
Oh, Coverdale's funny. Oh, he's a funny guy. Brian Craig. Courtney, I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Michael, I don't know if you've been on a stream with Courtney, who's very often comes onto the panel with us, and she's a bit of a musician too. She's a real punk. This is Courtney singing. That's Courtney in action.
No, I haven't had the pleasure to meet her yet. So
anyway, she's a wonderful, wonderful lass. So good to see you here, Courtney. I hope you're well. I hope you're doing okay. David Coverdale indeed was probably married to Tawny Kitaen. He probably met her in one of his MTV videos in the 80s, one of those Whitesnake videos. Let's see, what else did he have this week? Oh, this is I don't. This is just crude. I don't know if it really is funny. It just the thought of the next generation. It's married very well to the. Impact farts, as somebody said. Crude, but this is a good one. This isn't a David Coverdale. This is This is true. Having lived in Dallas for 3 years, this is true. Because it's so freaking hot. There's no such thing as cold water coming out of the taps.
Right.
That is absolutely 100% true. I can hear our dog Ivy barking upstairs. Somebody must be walking past the backyard. What was this one? Oh, this is a good one. Finland has the world's most unfortunately named bread, Juicy Pussy.
Oh, wow. It's funny.
It's a good one. Just sort of give you all some laughs. I might have showed these last week, our last show. I can't remember. Shut the fuck up cakes. I picked you some shut the fuck up cakes. I like that one. I'm going to have to use that one.
Little Debbie.
Yeah. And what was this one? Oh, I think I did show this last show. Why drinking regular penis wine when you could be drinking magical penis wine?
Oh, wow. Magical penis wine.
Produced under the supervision of Beijing Medical University.
Wow. She'll find that in Gavin Newsom's office.
Yes, probably.
Did you see that he released a new wine, and it was like a big controversy because he put the letter N,
Oh, okay. Right.
and everybody was just like, "Oh, you're a racist! What the hell are you doing?"
Racist.
Field day, you know. Gavin Newsom.
This guy's having fun. Anyway. So that was it, I think, for the laughs and for the stuff. There is no more stuff. I'm done. I'm spent. Thank you for joining me, though, sir. Anything you want to plug before we go?
No, honestly, I'm just head deep in political stuff. You know, I've my you can follow me. You can follow me, Dr. Michael Jones on Twitter. Just
I'll have to
daily
find you.
commentary. I think you follow me.
Yeah, I'm just going to find you, and I can post it in the.
Yeah, Dr. Michael Jones.
I've been trying to keep away from all that stuff recently and have a bit of a laugh instead.
I mean, I'll be honest.
Things got really dark, you know.
On a serious note, I mean, I think Charlie Kirk's death really kind of hit me hard. You know, that was a tough one.
I mean, I just
Very tough.
It's the. I don't know. It's the. I just people. It doesn't matter whether I agreed with someone or not. To celebrate their death is a terrible thing. Just me. I think celebrating anyone's death, unless it was someone that had done harm to me or my family directly, it's. You might not agree with someone, you might even hate them, but to celebrate their death, I think, is a really horrible.
I think it's just the depressing thing is just seeing how evil, and some may disagree who are listening, but just how evil the left has become, not only in the US, but in Canada and the UK, and just.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's evil people in all walks,
Right.
but it's become things have become really dark, and I'm just trying to kind of have a bit of fun. And
I agree with you.
But and keep away from some of that at the moment. So
that's why I like coming to your channel, because it's an escape. No joke, because I can just focus on other things besides politics. You know?
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep it that way, just because we get enough of that elsewhere, you know. And but there's no reason people shouldn't talk about that stuff. Just on my it's not really my. I'm just putting your X link in. There we go. Put it.
And that's why I mean, like, you know, that's why I like coming to your show, because it's like I'm like level deep in that every day, and it's just sometimes you just need an outlet just to kind of do something different, talk about something different, you know. That's why I'm looking forward to hockey season, you know.
Me too. And so I'll plug, first of all, obviously Monday's show is Forbidden Planet. I'm sure we can have some fun with that. Hang on. I might be playing a few clips that are not from Forbidden Planet. Things like this.
Swordberg, that's wonderful.
Whoa! Oh, Frank, everyone should have a friend like you.
So we'll have a bit of that maybe. So yeah, hopefully, Jonah, I saw your message. Hopefully you can make it. I can get sick of that politics stuff. Not that I don't think it's important, but
no, it's just when I come to your channel, I don't want to talk about it either. I mean,
no, because every show is turned into that now, but has been for a little while, and I understand it. I mean, I'm not minimizing the effect of things that happen in the times that we live in, which are pretty difficult times for Western civilization. But Monday,
with you 100%. I'm with you 100%.
Monday will be Forbidden Planet.
Right.
It's going to be fun. Saturday, October the 4th, Bourbon and Boarding is back. And Bram and I are going to have a kickoff show, which we'll do a bit of a preview, but we'll also do a live fantasy draft for our Bourbon and Boarding League. So look out for that show being set up. That's Saturday, October 4th, 9:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Live fantasy draft, which will be good. Looking forward to that. Hockey being back. And
Well, you got preseason going on, you know.
Preseason's going on. Jamie Ben's collapsed a lung already.
Oh wow.
So it's getting old. I'll also be, hopefully, I do my daily or almost daily video short on records from my collection. I take a different record out from my collection every day, working through the singles. Got a review of that show Low Life I showed earlier to do a review of the Terminal List. Hopefully those videos will get done next week. And there will be other stuff, I'm sure. 2 subs away from 2,200 on YouTube. If anyone's been watching on Rumble, also thank you for being over on Rumble. I didn't see anybody chatting, but thanks for being there. We're up to 355 on Rumble. Anyone watching in X, thanks for being there too. But I'd like to thank everybody for being in the chat. Lots of great people. Hey, Tim, well, I'm sorry to hear about the funeral, but thank you for joining. We're just wrapping up, unfortunately. Everyone that's been in the chat, thank you very much. Thank you for everybody that's been modding, Divina, Dbad, and anyone else. Thanks all of you for being in the chat. I know it was just a little show, a little quiet show, showing off some stuff, but it's also been a lot of fun. It's great just to chat. Almost at 2,200, almost there. I'm just checking to see if it's changed. 2198. Not that the numbers are everything, but 2198. 2198 right now. It's 2 away from 2,200. Who imagined that would happen 4 years ago, especially as I absolutely don't chase any algorithms of any kind.
Thank you, Courtney, for the follow.
Yes.
She just said she followed me, and she asked if I know Matthew Marsden. No, I don't.
Oh, Matthew's a good guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
It's a big space, you know.
Yeah. So, how was the movie? The movie. Tim, I know you told me about a movie, but I don't think I've watched it yet. My apologies, mate, because I've been a little bit tied up, but I will get round it. Anyway, thank you everyone for being here. Hope you all have a great weekend. You will see me around and about somewhere the Hammer one.
And thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian, for the escape.
No problem. Yes, sorry. I know what you're talking about now, Tim. Sorry, mate. Yes, excellent. So it's the Hammer. I'm going to show everybody this. Tim recommended this to me. It's called a Hammer. And I've got a digital copy of it as well as the DVD copy. The Hammer, but I have bought it. The Hammer, Fanex Hammer Films. It's a Fanex, is the Fanex Files, and it's a documentary about Hammer movies, and it's got some fantastic interviews. It is super awesome. So I can recommend it highly. In fact, I'll probably might even do a show about it because it's got some great stuff on it. Just to plug it, maybe I should do an hour-long show about it. So Hammer, I'm a big Hammer fan, so it's Hammer Films documentary, Fanex Films. Thank you, Tim, for recommending that. Can't get it back in its space now. So, yeah, there it is. Thank you everyone for your support. As always, I'll see you all Monday. I'll probably be on Ascendant Art channel tonight as usual later on, maybe also on Loki's channel later than that, although sometimes I have to go to bed because I'm getting tired. Till then though, everybody, stay well, have a great weekend and keep on rocking.